Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Shanjor, and I'm going to be showing today how I clean my chicken thighs. Now, I often get a question of how to clean meat, even though they've had certain type of studies that say it's not necessary and it can actually cause more problems as far like salmonella. But listen, we do what we do, okay? We don't follow that. Never had an issue like that ever in my life. So as I'm showing you right here, these are fatty areas, right? These are areas that I particularly don't like to eat. So I'm going to be showing you how I clean off my chickens, and I soak it, and then on top of that I get it prepared and ready to be seasoned. And over here's just some chickens that I already got prepared and ready to go. So now, as you see, I am going to slightly hold the chicken up. I usually would work with a cutting board or a plastic plate, but I'm kind of in a rush right now, and I know I'm about to soak my chicken, so it's not a big deal. I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to cut up. You're going to have to know how to use your knife, okay? You can't be afraid of your knife. So I'm cutting up. And then on top of that, now I have some more fatty areas that I want to get off, just excess skin that I don't like, and I'm just going to make a slight little incision right there on the top, just to kind of get it easy for my knife to go along. And I'm going to be very, very careful not to cut any of the actual meat, because of course, that's exactly what we want to eat. So I'm just going to take my time. I'm showing you guys up close how I go ahead and cut that off. So my family, we're all from America, and I have my paternal side, my father's side, they're from Barbados, and they both believe in cleaning their meat. I don't know if that's just as they say, a quote unquote a black thing, but it's just something that people just do. It's just like, I'm not eating no meat straight out the pack. It has to be clean. I gotta cut off the fatty areas, and it's just we're not doing all that. Like, we have to have clean meat. So I'm showing you here again. You see how it's like kind of just stuck on there, and I'm just pulling it back. Like, I'm now revealing the actual meat. So now you kind of see why, in a sense, you have to cut those fatty areas off, because when you get your chicken thighs or you get any kind of meat, you're going to see these yellow chunky areas of just fat. And to me, I don't like to eat anything and it's just chewy. I'm eating meat. I want to eat meat. I don't want to eat fat. There's some rare cases, if I eat meat from a restaurant, then you kind of don't have a choice. You're not back there in the kitchen, but for the most part, I'm cutting that off. So this is what our chicken thighs will look like once all the fat and the other areas that I don't like is cut off. I mean, you don't have to be as, peculiar as I am, but that's just how I do it. Um, yeah, they look nice. I mean, meat lovers would know what good meat looks like when it's clean and when it's nice and just trimmed. So I'm gonna go ahead and submerge this chicken in some, I'm going to use some cool water, not anything that's too hot because then you're going to cook the chicken. So you want to do like some cool, like maybe lukewarmish cool water. It doesn't have to be ice cold. Making sure that the water is going to completely cover the chicken. Now I have my salt, and I'm going to use a lot of salt because I didn't tell you guys, this is 2 packs of chicken right here. So I only showed when I was doing 1 pack, but I already had it packed. So after I do my salt, I'm going to go ahead and add my vinegar. So I know some people have seen lemon or lime used, but this is just another way that I've learned from my family that we can also use vinegar and salt, and this will just help just bring up any kind of impurities that's on the chicken, so that it's going to be nice and just, as we say, clean. And you'll see, look, this is all the fat. This is 2 packs of chicken. This is all the fatty areas. Like, who wants to eat that? That doesn't even look edible. Like, it has to come off. And if you look closely, you can actually see the oils that's on the chicken rising up, as it hits the water. So, we're hoping that the vinegar and the sauce is going to help break down some of those oils as well, so we don't have so much oily chicken. Once complete, I soak mine for about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and strain this out. I'm trying to have a tight hold on my chicken. I don't want it to fall in my actual sink. I like to use everything in a bowl. I know I've seen people use their sink as the bowl, but that's not what I do around here. Everything's in a bowl. I'm taking some water and I'm just going to rinse the chicken again. I'm just rinsing it. It's still in the bowl though. It's not in my bare in my bare sink. So I'm just gonna rinse it out. Just rinse it good. Just making sure I get off any other fatty, because you'll see that there's some more fatty areas that have just risen to the surface that were like small tiny areas. And I drain once again. Have a nice tight hole in that chicken. And I want to make sure I get enough of that water out. And also I want to do a second soak, as far as like with the water, because I also want to make sure I get some of that vinegar and salt off as well. So, it's just taking off everything off of it. And this is our chicken. It looks good. It looks ready. I'm about to season this bad boy up, and we're going to have some good chicken. Now this is how it should look. This is what you want. Now I have to show you the cleanup. I'm using some nice Earth Essential antibacterial spray. I gotta show you guys that we still clean our sinks. Okay, we don't let the chicken juice just sit in there. We still gonna clean our sinks. So it's very important that while you're cooking, you do keep a clean sink and even clean areas. Just because. It's just because. So as I'm showing you, I just sprayed a few sprays around, and just take my faucet, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just rinse that out. And there you have it, friends. Always keep your meat clean and ready to go before you cook. If you like the content you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button, the like button, and I hope to see you guys next time.